It's coming. It's coming. It's coming, baby. It's coming.
All right.
I love you, Jim.
Which guy?
What's good?
Kristyn.
You gotta forgive me. I need to drink so I can be human.
So
That's fine.
You're
If I
good,
didn't have to
but-
drive home, I'd be tanking myself right now too. But I got to drive 47 minutes after this.
You're way
Kristyn?
more responsible than I am.
you're ready to go whenever.
You know, it comes with age.
You're ready to go whenever. Yes.
You trade one irresponsibility for another one.
I can't do it anymore myself, so I totally
She's
relate.
gonna do. Hi, that was M.A.Y music. M.A.Y music, and holy shit.
That was fucking amazing.
Blew my mind.
That was an epic way.
I
To
love
begin.
I love your guitar playing, and god damn it, I'm jealous that you can finger tap because I can't even do that.
Oh,
That was, yeah.
we are going to have her on our show
She's gonna blow our minds.
very, very shortly here. But hi, everyone.
And our eardrums.
Yes.
Yes.
In a good way.
Forgive me if I'm sounding loud. Do you want me to do the hello, welcome to the current?
So, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cinema Recall Podcast. I'm your host, The Vern. Ashley could not be here. We wish her well. She's going to a game or working, but she wasn't able to be here. But I'm here, and I brought along my good buddy and friend, Mr. Jordan Jeske, a.k.a. Vivian the Kid.
Hello, Vern.
Hello. So, Vivian has been a guest on a previous podcast of ours called Screen Tracks. So, thank you very much, Vivian, for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. May I just say, I've been wanting to be on the show for a while, so to me, this is a dream come true.
Thank you very much. Later, our mics have picked up the sounds very well, so if you just talk just in regular voice, I can hear you just fine. Don't need to yell anything. We can talk like slowly and
Okay.
talk sexy. You know, just talk, your regular voice. Our special guest, as you can see here right now, is Earl Lutz. Am I saying that right? Lucas.
Yes.
Yes. Who is a projectionist over at the Parkway Theater. I'm not quite sure. Have you projected films in any other theaters besides the Parkway?
Yeah, I've been at Eden Prairie, Harmar, Oak Street. I was one of the last projectionists at the mighty Oak Street Cinema, for those of you that remember.
Yes.
It's now an apartment building.
Oh, that's really a cheap apartment building now? Holy
yeah,
crap.
it's just an apartment. I went by there and I cried.
Oh.
The Oak Street was like one of the best ones out there.
Well, shoot, yes, yeah. You hear
St.
feedback.
Anthony, Maine. So yeah, I've been around.
Oh, you're at the
I've
St.
been
Anthony Theater. Holy crap. That's epic. So, yes, we're getting into conversation with you because I want to talk about, projection film and want to learn more about that. I do have some quick little feedback here that I have to give out of the way for this episode. So just give me a second here. First of all, you can find our episodes on all type of podcast platforms, such as Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, website at cinemarecall.net. Don't forget, we have a Buy Me a Coffee page, buymeacoffee.com/cinemarecall. Our Patreon is patreon.com/cinemarecallpod. I'll get into that real quickly. Since we are a movie review show, I'm going to ask you gentlemen, I saw some movies recently, and I don't know if you've seen these movies, and I just want to ask you about your opinions on them, if that's cool. So, I did see Jaws in 3D.
I'm sorry.
How was the conversion? That would be.
Well, here's the thing, too. When I watch movies in 3D, I'm no longer seeing the movie. I'm just looking at the effect. And don't get me wrong, they do a really good job with the 3D conversion. And there's certain scenes, like when they go into Quint's boat.
Well,
and
it'd
you
be
see the 3D
cool
effects.
if you're seeing a 3D movie on fucking shrooms.
I mean, I'm sure. Well, when I saw the movie, I have to remind people that this is Jaws in 3D. It's not Jaws 3D from '83, which would have been
I
kind of.
got that one too, but yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You actually have the Jaws 3D.
Well, I got the Blu-ray, but I got the 3D set up at home.
Oh, you
so
do?
I can watch it. Yeah. Oh, the second that hit out, I sold a kidney to.
Can I ask you a question?
You may, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Vern and I are both into film,
That's good.
like actual film.
Like 35 millimeters.
Yes. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
What about? Yeah.
That'd be amazing to see in 35
I
mil.
don't think whoever has a copy of that is going to let that out. I mean, that film is like almost 100 years old now.
How do you feel about Frankenhooker?
Frankenhooker, yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
I run that.
Oh.
That I could probably do, but you also have to run see, when you're in the position I'm in at a theater, you can think of all the awesome movies you want to play, but then it's just like, but is anybody going to show up? Because if nobody shows up, I'm out a few $100 and maybe a job.
Yeah.
Very true. But at the same time, it's the Midwest. We're all fucked up here.
So I want to ask you this right here because, Jaws has got this re-release.
Oh, yeah, well,
playing
back to Jaws. That's
so
what
it
we're
was,
talking
it was
about
playing on
Jaws.
IMAX.
What is
And
it
on
with him
3D.
and Jaws?
Well, because it was It was an older movie from the past, and I knew that like other people like Fathom Events, they do like re-releases of movies, like
Right.
40th anniversaries and whatnot. When you do events for Parkway Theater, like you recently screened Escape from New York, and that's why me and
Yes.
Ashley got to talking to you, and you did the shoot for that. Thank you so much for having us up in your studio
Oh, no problem.
to show the
Oh,
film
up in the
reels.
projection booth, yeah.
Yeah,
I love showing people
her
the
daughter
projection booth.
Charles was just so super thrilled.
Oh, nice.
It was so a cool thing when we saw the movie, and Charles didn't. She's never seen a movie before on 35 millimeter, and she's like, "Why does the movie look this way?"
Because it's on film and it's the way it's supposed to look.
Yeah, It's a-
That is, I'll tell you, not to interrupt you, but that is one thing I do enjoy about my job is I always like to go down after the work because I've had people come, well, I can go home and I can watch this on my iPhone and I can. And I'm
Not
like-
the same.
And I'm like, yeah, just watch. The one that always gets the most, people understanding it is John Carpenter's The Thing.
oh sure.
Great
That's the one
movie.
I always hear the most feedback on, and that is.
Well, you could play 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. and-
That's a whole other thing too. We played that one as well. I'll get back to that one. But with The Thing, people come, I've seen it at home, but my friend wanted to see it, and I'm like, all right. And then they come out and they're like, oh my God, I get why you run a
it's
film
not
now.
the same.
It just has a certain depth and a feel to it.
Well, that's
And I don't know if that's just because we grew up with it and the younger people don't understand it.
This guy took me to see A Clockwork Orange on 35 mil.
Oh, see, you got a good friend then.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
we're
the side of it.
extended family.
Yeah.
It goes downhill. Anyway, seeing A Clockwork Orange on 35 mil, yeah, it's kind of life changing.
It is.
You did different because the colors are very much different on film
Right.
versus like digital, and like how do you grade the color scale of when you shoot a 35 millimeter film? Do you have like references or like color charts or
I haven't actually shot film. I mean, like when I
sure.
was a kid, I made Super 8 stop action films.
yeah.
Of Dungeons and Dragons guys punching.
Oh, nothing wrong with
Play-Doh
D&D.
blood.
Play-Doh blood, nice.
Play-Doh blood everywhere, and you'd be like, "Mom, I need more red Play-Doh." And like, you have 10 cans. I'm like, it's a massacre.
Oh,
I like the way you operate, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
And then
anyway, but
one last-
but I know, like some directors, they'll get a the cinematographer and all that. They'll get together and they'll figure out like color effects. And some of the best films have color effects. I don't know the exact way. This is a little out of my league there, but I noticed some directors are like, well, we wanted this to be this. Like Brian De Palma, something's gonna happen when there's a lot of red.
Well,
But he
what
doesn't
about,
like do it out of the way. He'll make like, oh, the background is red. And like, oh God, there's red.
yeah, but what about Herschel Gordon Lewis?
Oh yeah, well he used that weird tomato paste type blood.
Well, but still, I mean, he did what he did.
Yeah, well, that was a groundbreaking. Now, you've seen Blood Feast, right?
I have not.
I've seen Blood Feast before.
Okay, well
Yeah.
then you're out.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Sorry, man. I said I did see that.
But you've seen the unofficial sequel to Blood Feast.
I have not seen that.
You know what
I've
it is?
seen Party Monster.
With that,
Party Monster. That was with Macaulay Culkin. That had nothing to do with Herschel Gordon
And
Lewis.
Seth Green.
Nothing to do with Blood Feast. At least I don't think it did.
stick
I'm
on
pretty
Herschel
sure.
Gordon Lewis here, but yeah, then
I've seen the Gorgo Girls.
That's a good one.
Fair enough. All right.
The unofficial sequel, Blood Diner.
Oh,
That
okay.
is a good one because it takes place kind of like at the end where you find out that guy actually had 2 kids and he's like, hey, don't do anything crazy, and then they're like, hey, we got to bring this goddess back, so we got to hack people up and eat them.
May I ask you a
cool.
question?
You may. You have 2
Okay.
left.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
don't worry. I can joke myself. I looked in the mirror.
Oh, geez. Okay, but you quit.
How would you feel about playing trauma films?
We did that when I was at St. Anthony, Maine. We had Trauma Fest, and Lloyd Kaufman himself came out, and there's a whole video. Have you ever seen? They put clips of the Trauma Parade on some of the DVDs. So if you see them walking in the streets and partying, and like a band in the back of the truck, I was the robot band. That's another side
Oh,
story.
cool.
Kudos to
Oh,
you,
nice.
I
sir.
used to have a robot band, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, shoot. That's epic.
Well,
But he came into town, and the most honorable thing I got to do is, and I guess somebody told me, it's like, no, that's how you know Herschel's like, you're in with Herschel. I'm like, oh, not Herschel, with Lloyd. He says, let's go pee. And we all go to the bathroom and we pee. nothing weird happened. We just pee.
Yeah, it's going to the
But
bathroom.
it's just like, it's like that last shot of the Wild Bunch where they're walking, but there's urinals in front
Yep.
of us.
Sure.
And then we're just like, we're peeing. I'm like, God, I peed with Lloyd Kaufman. And I kind
Epic.
of want a shirt that says that. We
That's
talked about
epic.
And then we
That's
talked about
very
getting
cool.
him out here for the Parkway.
Oh my God.
But it just, it's I'm not in charge as I used to be. We the new owners bought the theater about maybe just before the pandemic, and they've kind of remodeled and stuff. I'm still there, but I'm now more just a projectionist. Before, the owners that had it, he didn't. He was just like, look, I got 100 other things going on. Do what you want with the theater. Just don't lose money or at least break even. And so that's when me and my friend Dan McNelly, who had access to a film vault, and I had a theater without film, so he said, let's do some stuff.
So how do you get, I know that you're going to be doing a Canon trailer-rama.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
coming up
shit!
soon.
You're playing Canon?
Yes.
You didn't know about the Canon show?
No.
Yes.
Well, here comes the shameless plug, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
do it.
On
Please
September
do
20
it.
On September 20th, 8 o'clock, 7:30 trivia.
Vern, we're going to this.
Five full reels of trailer Canon, trailers from Canon Films, nothing but Canon Films trailers. I don't want to spoil it, but there's a ton of stuff I didn't even know Canon did on there.
Well,
Was there? Because the only thing I remember the documentary they had, the Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah,
The story
yep.
of Canon Films, and when watching the documentary, I recognized a few Canon Films on there. Like
yeah, but
Masters
you
of-
haven't seen the Apple.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, after
love the
we
Apple.
fucking brought it.
Well, I'm
I
sorry.
love the Apple.
I
man.
loved
I don't
it
know
too.
why people hate it so much.
That's a fun movie.
The Apple fucking rule.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Hey, I'm coming, coming for you. Or
A song about speed.
oh,
Speed.
the best song ever.
Yeah, it's a speed song.
I'm sorry if I'm breaking my shit up. When Canon gives me a boner.
But like Electric,
yeah, so like I said,
He-Man, Electric Boogaloos. They even did a Superman movie. They did like a Chuck Norris movie as
They-
well.
no, they did like 20 Chuck
That-
Norris
no.
movies.
well, yeah, Chuck Norris and Charles Bronson were the two big stars that they had signed on in the 80s. And like toward the end of it, I was reading some of the films that almost got made. And the one I wanted to see with Charles Bronson was called The Golem, in which a Jewish family gets attacked, but the guy knows how to make a golem, which is like a Jewish Frankenstein monster. And so this golem's running around killing people, and Charles Bronson's got to put a stop to it.
Yes.
It's like, I would have wanted to see that. It was funny.
100%.
It's what Canon did in order to promote it, because everybody knows how Canon works. Canon realized, yeah, this movie's almost done filming, and they hadn't done a thing, and they'd get people to pay them money, and then they'd make the movie. But they took a picture of the weird rock creature from The Keep.
So
And it said,
basically,
Charles
what-
Bronson, the Golem. Oh, technical difficulties.
Jim,
Yo, Jim.
can we turn up the guest mic?
The what?
The guest mic.
Am I not talking properly?
Well, is it
Which guest?
Earl's?
Oh, I was gonna say
No, don't. God, don't. Please don't do that, Jordan. Just gonna.
Dude, I only got one ear. Please don't lose me.
Yeah,
with one
don't do
ear.
that, man.
Then
I
I can't
won't.
run the movies anymore, and there'll be no more Canon.
Yeah, no
Dude,
Canon
I don't
here, yeah.
get to play anything.
Earl.
Yes.
Earl, I love you.
I love you too, man.
There should be a guest on the. I think
Earl,
there should be a guest.
if I
'cause you're
shout,
closer.
just tell me to shut
Yeah.
up.
There should be. Jim, can you turn up Earl's mic?
Turned it up.
Okay. All right.
He was busy flirting with the guitar.
No, I
lady.
turned it up. I turned it up. I promise you.
I turned it up.
Hey,
right.
may I ask you a question? And I'm not trying to make you
So-
my fucking beer boy.
You need a beer? Give me
Yeah.
your mug.
Yeah, there's you. Oh.
I love you, Jim.
So I want to ask you about Canon Films. Like, do you actually have a favorite movie that you
In
show in the
general,
Canon? Yeah,
or-
in the Canon filmography.
Oh, in the
yeah.
Canon film, it's going to probably be a toss-up between Death Wish 3 and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh yes,
Ooh.
big fan of
Those
that.
are my two favorite. Those are the ones I find myself gravitating toward.
That's like, have you ever shown the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 there?
A long time ago, but it was on DCP.
That movie gives me a craving for steak.
Oh, it's chilly.
Yes.
I love that movie so much because I love how completely different it is from Toby Hooper's original movie.
Well,
it's, it's more of a satire.
But it fits, though.
Oh, totally.
Fits.
Because
I
it's
can't explain it, but it's like Yeah.
But have you seen the poster of it? It's literally the Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah, that was a good parody.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Breakfast Club ripped them off.
I know, right?
Punks.
Punch assholes there.
I
What?
don't even like the Breakfast Club.
Oh,
I know I'm supposed to.
You know, no,
No.
no.
No, in my
It's
age
not-
bracket, I'm supposed to. And everybody's
No.
like, what do you mean you don't like the Breakfast Club? It's weird.
oh no, you don't like the Breakfast Club? How will I go on with my life?
It'll be all right.
And that's when I start
Yeah.
punching.
See, everything's-
See, give me weird science.
Oh, yeah, I got the trailer for that. That's what I like to say now. I got the trailer for that.
you do.
Yeah.
Did you put that? 'Cause I knew you did a trailer reel a while back. Did you have that in there? Do you like different themes
what
for
I
trailer
do,
reels?
Well, no, we do what's called Trailer-O-Rama
Yep.
at the Parkway.
We saw the poster.
Yes. So check out the parkwaytheater.com, look up the Trailer-O-Rama
Mm-hmm.
series, and the next one we got
Oh.
obviously is on Tuesday, September 20th, 8 o'clock, the Canon, nothing but Canon trailers. Over an hour and a half of Canon trailers. And then Halloween coming up, we have the Trailer-O-Rama Halloween special.
Ooh.
And that'll be about 2 hours of just, why see 2 or 3 horror films when you can see them all?
I love that.
Do you
I
know
like that
what?
a lot so much. That is so. So, how do you get these trailers and how do you get these films? Because trying to get 35 millimeter films is a very kind of difficult process,
It gets
is it?
tougher. You got the some hardcore collectors out there, and they'll cut your throat if they get a chance.
Sure.
But
So it's like the Mafia?
kind of. I mean, if you know anything about the Mafia, when they produced the very first Texas
I
Chainsaw
only saw The
Massacre,
Sopranos full seasons like once in my life.
I saw Mafia Massacre, and that changed my life.
Well, you have the mustache to prove it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm trying to get my Tom Atkins look going here.
You look like a better what's the dude's face from Magnum PI?
Tom Selleck?
Yeah.
No, look at that.
I'm gonna have to pass out here. I mean, Tom Selleck.
Yeah, but you look
I'm
like
secure
it.
enough in my heterosexuality to say that Tom Selleck is like what I think is the perfect man should look.
Yeah,
like.
but
Yeah.
He's like the right height, the right build.
Yeah.
That mustache is perfect. He's got the gleam.
yeah,
in
but
his
here's the thing though. You
Yes.
look like a likable Tom.
Yeah, see you go. See? Oh.
I'm Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck and I would make the movie Twins, and he would be the perfect one. I'd be the left one.
Oh, no. Come on.
Oh,
Not
well,
a case there.
Tom Selleck's also a twat, so
Is
there's
he what?
that.
I don't know if he's a twat or not. I've never met the guy before.
From what I understand, he's a good guy. He's not like
Gary Sinise.
he's pretty cool from what I hear.
Oh, Gary Sinise can fucking suck my left nut.
Really? Oh, did Jason Nees hurt you in a way that
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Broke your heart.
He made Forrest Gump.
Oh well.
No, he didn't make Forrest Gump. He got money from Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
well,
money to be in Forrest Gump.
Steven
anyway,
Spielberg
You know,
made
like-
Forrest Gump.
Jesus
A lot of
Christ,
people-
let's go back to the
people-
projection.
What happened with Forrest Gump? Because when that thing came out, even I saw it in the theater, it was like it was beloved. And then like
Was
10
it?
years later, everybody's like, that fucking movie.
I mean, it's got a great soundtrack.
It does, but
Are we just not
no.
loving the
but
lovable
it-
idiot
Can
anymore?
I be honest with you? I can run, but I can only run so far.
Yeah. You know, it's not.
As long as I remember when we played that. I mean, when they played it at the theater, I was doing the marquee then, and I would write, Forrest Gump, but I'd also write Jenny is the real villain.
Oh yes, 100% she was.
Yes, she
Well,
is.
Weird
Because
Al
it's-
pointed that out.
Yeah, I think you did. That's true.
My
Oh.
girlfriend Jenny is kind of slut.
Yeah, she's like, gee, Forrest, I'll come back to you when I'm like dying of a disease and have like 10 kids. And
Yeah, that's why I need you the most because you're the safe guy.
When everybody else is done with me,
Wait, didn't
Fine.
Jenny die of AIDS?
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Well-
and she came back to Forrest Gump because like, oh, you're the nice safe guy. I
So-
can trust you, and you'll
Yeah,
never
she's
leave
like-
me. You're the
she-
pushover.
Yeah.
Vern, you are Forrest Gump.
I don't know anyone that's high on
I don't know
drugs.
anybody well enough to kind of. I'm
Yeah,
anyway,
gonna
yeah.
go back to drinking.
Fair enough.
Uh,
So I want to ask you real quickly though. Has there?
Oh yeah, back. Oh yeah. You
I-
read
yes,
the question.
yes.
I did. So I wanted to ask you, Earl.
Yes.
Has there been any type of like movies that have not been shown at the Parkway that you really wanted to get? Like a rare sort of like item that you've been trying to get your hands on.
Well,
and-
the original Dawn of the Dead.
Oh my gosh.
That's one for me personally. And
Yes.
this is an obscure film. I've always wanted to play on film a 1974 film called Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh my gosh.
oh!
Holy smokes! You know Phantom of the
Yes, I
Paradise?
do.
Yes.
It's Brian.
Hey!
It's Brian De Palma movie
Oh,
with
thank
Jessica
God.
Harper.
I am truly friends now.
May I confess some to you?
I guess. I can't stop you.
On all my guitars,
Yes.
it's a mashup of Rocky Horror, Frankenfurter, and The Phantom of Paradise.
Beef.
I love that movie.
Yes.
Oh,
Paul-
that's my personal favorite movie of all
Paul
time.
Williams, fucking fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, Vern, by the way, if we get demonetized because of me, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Um,
I want to say just a quick shout
no,
out
but
here.
dude,
Yeah, but yeah, I'd love to play Phantom of the Paradise.
At
But
35?
the only time I ever saw anything 35 millimeter was a reel of outtakes, and that reel ended up being on the Shout Factory special edition.
Oh,
But it was like outtakes of, light bloopers, a couple things. And in the background, you can actually still see the original Death record before they had to replace it
yes,
with Swan.
yes.
that's up here.
But
So,
that's because that asshole in Led Zeppelin. Oh, I'm sorry. That jerk in,
yes.
Wait, how many assholes?
I don't know how many are in the band.
I do want to mention real quickly though that Cinema Recall did cover an episode of Phantom of the Paradise
I
with
would-
shots and applause. So shout out to Jen. Jen,
Why didn't you have me,
Lydia,
man?
and Naomi
don't think
were on the episode with us, and we covered this for De Palma December, and it was a very kind of cool thing.
Yeah,
So
that-
shout there.
Well, the other fun thing, going back to trailers and tying it together,
Yeah.
I do have certain trailer collections that I personally collect.
Yes.
One is obviously Charles Bronson. I got about 16 Charles Bronson. Oh. But I'm also starting my Brian De Palma trailer collection.
You are.
But that one's not as easy because
It's
it's like,
different.
yeah, I'm just gonna get the trailer for Scarface. You know how many people are gonna? I'm gonna have
my
to fight. to
Wait,
get the trailer
which version of Scarface?
It's the
for
De Palma one.
Yeah, the De Palma one.
You gotta forgive me. I've had a couple.
That's the one with Al Pacino.
Yep. He did
Fuck
that.
you, man.
Yes, I just watched it not too long ago, and I thought that Universal Blu-ray did a really good job with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
'Cause I love the Universal Blu-ray because it combined both there's a special feature when you watch on the Blu-ray. It'll have interviews with the cast and
Oh,
director,
that pop-up stuff.
but then it'll have pop-ups up of the TV network version of Scarface.
Oh, that's the best.
So that's the cool thing to have. So you're watching the movie, and it'll say something like, "Why don't you stick your head up your ass and see if it fits?" And then it cuts right to the TV version where it says, "Why don't you stick your head up a toilet and see if it fits?" And it does that all the time.
Are you talking about Repo Man?
No, I'm talking about Scarface. But also,
Scarface.
the Scarface Blu-ray also shows like images of the 1930s Howard
Yeah.
Hawks Scarface, which is
Yep.
actually kind of cool. So yeah, so how many trailers do you have? You just got the Scarface trailer. What are those?
No,
you
I
have?
don't have the. I was just like, I'm never gonna get that one because everybody's gonna want that.
What
trailer.
what trailers do you have from Brian De Palma?
I have. Let's see. I got Mission to Mars.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
yeah.
The Fury,
Nice. Okay.
Raising Cain.
Nice. Oh, I love Risen King.
Just got yesterday in the mail Dressed to Kill.
Oh, nice.
I
Yes.
feel like I'm forgetting one.
Oh, not Carrie, not Sisters,
No. Yeah, Sister. I'm never gonna get that one.
not let's see here now, Blowout.
Blowout. That's it.
That's the one right
But
there.
it's a really weird trailer. It's a weird teaser trailer. I'd never seen it. I tried to find it online and I couldn't. But it's done with photographs. Like the
Sure.
photographs keep, like moving to show the picture what's happening.
Okay.
And then of course they have that FBI guy pointing right at John Travolta, but he points at you.
Yeah. Whoa.
Blood is a good film. I'd like to play that one. I would love to play. There's a lot of films I'd love to play, but I've been very lucky with a lot of the things I've gotten to play. Like I've gotten to play Escape from New York, Big
Yes.
Trouble in Little China, and The
Oh,
Thing.
I'm
I've gotten the Carpenter Russell trilogy.
You have. I'm a little bit jealous that I missed out on the Big Trouble in Little China. I'm glad I got to see Escape from New York, and that was really cool to see because I've never seen that movie before on the big screen.
Oh, it's different on the big
And
screen,
it's
isn't it?
totally different on the big screen, and that's what's kind of talked about too.
Film
when-
preservation?
Well, preserving films because I know like a lot of theaters now are just going to straight digital,
Fuck that.
and then but I do think that it's important to kind of preserve both formats of that. So I want to ask your
Yeah.
opinion about film versus digital in a way because I think you need the film to enhance the digital.
And I have a question for you later after we're done talking.
Part B question.
Right.
Well, it's a tricky. I know what you're trying to say, and I'm going to try to answer. If I'll use Pulp Fiction as an example.
Great movie.
Yep.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the aesthetics.
Yes.
But
yes.
that movie was made for film.
yeah.
They lit the movie for film. They did the makeup for film to appear on film. anybody that's ever gone to one of the Star Wars exhibits and seen the actual costumes, first thing you're like, God, these things look terrible. But they look terrible because on film, they're going to look good.
Yeah.
That's why some effects look terrible and some look good. You have to make it for film.
Well, yeah.
Because film just captures it differently, and that's why the effects are different in the 70s, and that's why effects are different in the 60s, and that's why they're different in the 80s. It used to be blue screen, now it's a green screen, and that's because changing. Now, when we watched Pulp Fiction, when we played the DCP of it, and that's what theaters do now, is the DCP is the hard drive that you download into your projector. It's not
I
a
have
DVD,
no
it's
idea
not a
what
Blu-
that is.
That's why I'm explaining it. See?
DCP
Educational?
as usual.
I love educational shows. Anyways, so when you get the DCP, so I was in the booth. I was working on a couple of things on the projectors, and they had Pulp Fiction. I was watching it. It was terrible because it was shot for film, but it was so cleaned out. I never realized Travolta was wearing a wig in that movie.
Oh,
But I mean, the
Yeah.
digital presented it incorrectly. I don't know if it's a digital problem or if it overdoes
Well,
it, or
that's
if it
a
just
lot-
needs the coloring or setting. But it just the movie looked. I've never seen it look so terrible in my life.
so I remember
And
this
then
too.
another example is RoboCop. A friend of mine had never seen RoboCop, so I brought over RoboCop. He played it on his Xbox, and he had his TV set on a motion. And for whatever reason, I'd watched the same disc at home, and it looked great. But at his place, it just looked cheap and terrible. It looked like it was made on a $1.95 budget. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And I'm like, there's something up with your TV and how this is presented. And like I said, look up the blur motion thing on your TV. Shut it off.
Yeah, that is the thing too. Because I know that there's like I remember when they showed The Hobbit and they played it in a high frame rate.
I never got to see that. How was it?
Terrible,
That's what I heard.
terrible.
But I heard if you got used to it.
No, because it just looks like behind the scenes footage.
Yeah, well, I always call it the soap opera effect.
Yeah, it just looks. It does not look like I'm watching a movie. I'm like watching a bad TV production, like a high
You're
school
watching
production.
a kid with a video camera.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I say one thing about RoboCop?
Sure.
Best scene ever. Dude gets shot in the dick.
Yeah.
Have you seen our very own RoboCop?
Our RoboCop remake, yes, we have.
Okay,
yes.
then yeah, that dick scene is beautiful.
Yes.
And there's even a shirt that says, "Remember when RoboCop shot that dude in the dick?"
When he was still in my band,
Yep.
we seriously had a song called RoboCop Shot Again.
Yep.
Nice.
That was the whole song right there.
It was both pathetic and funny.
Yep. Very 100%. Yes. So yeah, I'm.
You'll have to give that song. There's a current band out there. I feel terrible. I think they're called the Murphys, but it's a RoboCop punk band, and they do nothing but RoboCop songs. So
Really?
You should give them that song so it lives on through.
Oh, we should. Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, but I
well,
wrote
under
it.
the
Gotta find
contract.
them. Gotta find them.
Yeah. Well, I know you would give them the song, and
But like
you know.
4 years
we worked
ago,
out.
before the new owners bought it, we played RoboCop, and we had them. I'm normally against bands before the movie,
Yeah.
but this one was the exception because it was like the Murphys.
Oh, dude, if you heard our band,
I bet it was awesome.
no, we sound like a fart on a high top.
But
That
good for
still,
that.
it's still a sound that's needed in the world.
But good for we always need a good heart and farts and high tops and all that stuff.
The only thing we did, and when I had the robot band, we just took like TV theme songs and like punked them up, like
Oh, fuck
made
yeah.
them danceable.
Oh, so
That's epic.
I can relate.
Quick shout out here to our people who are watching this right now. So Ashley's watching us, so thank you, Ashley.
Hi.
Liz is watching. She says hi. The Crow Ridge says Jordan. Norman Shoulders there, so thank you very much.
Oh, do you mind if I do a little plug-in?
No, please do.
So the Crow Wings is Cat Jackson's band, and he still wants to make music with me, and okay. That's my plug.
I like it. Yes.
By
Jordan,
the way,
turn your phone off because I got the comments here. That could be my phone too, or someone's phone. We're buzzing here a little bit. I apologize for that immensely.
no, I'm buzzing right
Buzzing,
now.
okay.
We're buzzing, he's buzzing.
Buzzing here.
Yes.
But I just want to say, Earl, thank you ever so much here. I'm so excited about your trailer reel coming up.
Yeah.
Say about new things they're playing there. Are you going to be screening I know they're doing a Mel Brooks.
Right now, the two
Presentation.
films, the two films we got on 35 this Thursday, as of this recording, we got The Producers,
Okay.
And then it's
Yep.
either a week or 2 weeks after Young Frankenstein.
Yes.
Also. And that's a good print. That is a good print.
You know,
I
the
know
weird
that
thing
one.
too is that I have a lot of movies still on Laserdisc, and I prefer watching the Laserdisc copy. So even though I can watch Pulp Fiction, digitally,
Yeah.
I still have my Laserdisc copy because I like the colors of it better, and it just feels like it's more analog
Right.
that way. Because I feel like they're just taking it from that source. I do the same thing with
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, and other films like that. So just really quickly, tell everyone out there, the main importance of, supporting film
If
and
you, yeah, we got about 3 good theaters in this town that still run film.
yeah.
We're one of them, the Parkway. There's the Heights and there's the Trilon, and we each play something different than the other. So you got some variety out there. But it's to keep. I think film is starting to get more of a renaissance, like records did.
What's fun about film is you have a much more of a bigger crowd watching them because I go and see movies at AMC with crowds there.
Fuck
and,
that.
And it's just not enjoyable.
Wait, you can afford AMC tickets?
Right?
Barely. I had to cancel out there. I canceled last time because I went to see the movie Barbarian in the theaters.
Well, good
was
for
It
you.
was okay. It was fun, but the theater experience sucked because after the movie's done, like right when the credits show up, they turn on the lights.
That's
when-
called-
They run for those lights. I've been to
Vern-
some movies where it's like you're in the last minute of the film because the lights are coming up. Like, well, just give it a minute. Man.
Vern, that's called disappointment.
Oh, I know that, but they still had the movie playing. They had scenes of the movie still
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, it's like
which is so frustrating. Like, why you turn the lights on now?
yeah,
Well,
Wait for a little bit,
Dude,
because they cater to the stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, and-
Because the stupid people.
Thank you.
I don't normally stay for the last. I leave at about the last 2 minutes, but you got to turn the lights on so I can see when I'm leaving. Like, oh, somebody complained, so we got to do something about it. But since the one person complained, it's always the one person that ruins it for everybody.
yeah,
And I hate that person.
that's true.
Am I that person right now?
I don't think so.
Not yet. No, you're good.
Ask me again in
time.
a half an hour.
By the way,
Oh.
I do love what you do.
Thank you.
Being a projectionist and working with film, like seriously,
So
that's up there for me personally.
Well, thank you.
I do a last question here because I know that it takes like several reels to make the movie. So if you have like a 2-hour feature, how many reels is that?
Well, just so people at home can play along. If you've ever been to Target and you've seen those decorative film reels,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that holds about 15, 20 minutes a movie. So you
Okay.
need about 6 of those for a 2-hour movie.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Like Jaws is 7 reels.
Yep.
And Vern loves Jaws.
There's 7 reels.
7 reels.
Oh, and this is the thing that see, my job though is I have 2 projectors, and I run reel 1 on the first projector, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. My job is to switch between the 2 projectors and do it so seamlessly you have no idea that I'm
Yeah.
doing it. And the one thing that bugs me about Jaws is the real change happens when Quint gives that speech. And I'm trying to focus, looking for the cue mark, so I know.
So
to
it's
switch
in
it
the
over.
middle of a speech that happens?
It's like at the very end.
Oh my gosh, that's
So I'm
tough.
just like, and
you
don't
got-
do that. Don't do that like the producers. I was testing out the producers for Thursday's show today, and there's one, the first real change is right in the middle of Gene Wilder talking about something. And I'm
Oh.
like, if and it's like, luckily I'm good at
Gene
Josh.
Wilder wasn't in Gene Wilder wasn't in Jaws.
No, he was in producers.
God dang. Richard
He,
Pryor.
he should have been in Jaws. Gene Wilder should have been the shark in Jaws.
Hey, I'm the shark.
That'd be
Fuck off.
that'd be
Vern.
so cool. What, Gene Wilder the
me
shark
sing
in
the
Jaws?
song.
I would love that so much.
But yeah, but I mean, you gotta. It's a real changing thing. And one fun thing about that is, and this was a crowning achievement we did at the Parkway a while ago, and I'm hoping to do it again. Is I'm sure everybody's familiar with Evil Dead 1, 2, and
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I edited them into one movie. Now I didn't actually cut the film, but I was able to cue up the film exactly where I wanted it. So at the end of Evil Dead 1, when the thing going through the wood and hits him, I crank it over to the next projector, and it's him flying through the woods. I just skipped back to
Oh.
the beginning. I made it one film, and then at the end of Evil Dead 2, when he goes through the portal, I switch it over to Army of Darkness.
That is
and he falls
epic.
out. So it's one movie, and the best compliment I got, because I didn't know if this was going to work or not, and obviously I look at the thing differently than the average person. I'm looking for different things. I thought it was a terrible changeover, but another person came up and said, I didn't even know Evil Dead 2 had started.
Oh, it's epic. Oh.
And I'm
That is beautiful.
And the whole point of doing this was
Can we give him a hand?
Oh, of course. That is so freaking Earl. Hell yes.
and the reason I did it is because I can't stand people who say, well, Evil Dead 2 was a remake of the first one. Like, you're an idiot. It's a sequel.
Yes.
It's a sequel. It continues on, and that's why I was able to do it.
Oh.
Because in Evil Dead 1, that recap in the beginning is just a simplified version of Evil Dead 1. They don't need the other ones. They only need Linda because she's the only one that didn't disintegrate. The other disintegrated. The book is gone. That's why they have to bring the pages to the cabin.
Yep.
You know, it's all right there. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Do you mind me saying this about you?
I don't know, what is it?
Yeah.
You're a film genius.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He is very much there, Earl.
Thank you.
I have nothing but love for you because
Aw.
you can seriously. Okay,
Very short.
fuck off.
Very short.
To me, what you're doing is like a great dance record. Yeah, you know what's going on, but building people up, building down.
Yes.
The fact that you can do that flawlessly,
Aw,
I
I have nothing but love and respect for you.
Yes.
thank you. I appreciate it.
I same here,
That's
Earl.
what makes it worth it right there, hearing stuff like
That
that.
is, you. I'm so
When you
happy,
get-
excited. I know for a fact that we'll be there to see the trailer-rama. I know for a fact the horror
Stop being
one
in Hollywood, Vern.
will be always the one I'll see for sure. The Young Frankenstein, very excited to see that as well.
Yep. Yeah, that is really good on film. It is completely different on film. It's like watching it again for the first time. Because we all grew up with it.
Yeah.
VHS,
Yeah.
DVD. Though I do remember the child seeing it multiple times at the drive-in. My parents would go to the drive-in on the weekend because my dad was like, that's cheaper, $5 and we all get in.
Yeah.
And eat up before we go in, and we'll sneak a bag of chips in. But I remember seeing that in Blazing Saddles. It was always the double
Blazing
Fun,
Saddles
yes.
is amazing.
That's brilliant.
So, all right, this is probably not going to do good because it's more visual. But were you guys there the day I played the trailer that I took two trailers and spliced them together, and the two trailers I spliced together were Stuart Little 2 mixed with Death Wish 3.
I love
yes,
that.
I did. We were.
You did see that?
They played
Okay.
the beginning of the Stay from New York.
Yep, okay. That's when I finished it. But yeah, it looked like Charles Bronson was trying to kill the mouse.
So good.
And it's like,
When I saw that, I thought, is this a real movie?
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, it's fun to, when I get extra trailers, I fart around with them like that.
Well,
That's too cool.
I mean, I found, when your other question, where the stuff comes from, sometimes people will drop trailers off and go, I've been sitting in my basement forever, get rid of them, do something with them. But usually there's stuff from like 2005 on. And then the other way is a lot of times I track them down on eBay. There's fellow collectors that are trading them and selling them.
Yeah, but why not mix and match?
Yeah. Is there a possibility for myself and Ashley and Jordan, was it going on too, to see all the trailers in your home and like just?
I have them all at the theater.
Oh, you do?
I don't.
Okay.
I keep the good ones hidden.
Fair enough.
But-
Fair enough.
Understandable.
It made sense totally.
You want to
man.
break
Yeah.
into the theater and steal one of the 10 copies of Master
Why
of
would
Disguise?
we
No.
I
do
have?
that?
Not gonna do that stuff at all.
I don't know. I got 10 copies of Master of Disguise.
Yes.
I don't
Wait,
know.
are you talking about the Dana fucking Carvey
Yes.
movie?
Yeah, you're not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
Turtle.
Totally yes.
And I'm just like, I look at those trailers, I'm like, what can I do with these? Originally, then when I got the extra Death Wish 3, I wanted to combine it with Elmo and Grouchland. Like,
Oh,
because
fun.
Elmo goes through the little portal and
And then
can end up in Death Wish.
putting
But-
some fucking David Lynch.
Oh yes.
That's the trickier because he's very, a lot of times there's people that are like, well, you have to get permission and you have to jump through these hoops. And all
Yeah,
that
but
to play the film.
dude, punk rock style.
And that's where we get lawsuits and lose
Yeah.
our license and we can never play movies again.
And that's the issue.
Ah, God.
The last Rockstar thing I did, and we had to like
I'll-
jump through a ton of legal loopholes for it. Back when the original owner had it, I said, "Can you let me rent the theater for $1?" And he's like, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "I'm gonna get us donations." He's like, "All right." So I rented the theater for $1, and I invited everybody I know to come and watch Star Wars, but not Star Wars. I'm talking like 1977 Star Wars without that CGI shit.
Oh hell yes.
Yeah, the real Star Wars.
And so that's how we got around that legal loophole because I was having a party and I
Yep.
invited everybody. And this is another little heartwarming moment.
Okay.
So we're coming out now. So it was obviously on disc because getting that film, you're not going to get that.
No.
So we played. I got these bootleg copies. I always recommend if you're looking for a good Star Wars bootleg, go with the silver screen edition. I know some people go for the despecialized edition.
No, the
but
silver
it's still the clean. The silver screen one. Now I'm at that age where I was about 6 years old when Star Wars first came out, and I'm not kidding. I watched it every week for like 2 years.
Sure.
So it's the original film print before it had anything in it. It's ingrained in my brain. There was no Empire Strikes Back. There was no Jedi.
Oh
it was
my
just
God.
Star Wars.
Oh, it's
And
epic.
So, anyways, when I got the silver screen edition and I put it in, my brain just said, "That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it."
Yes.
And so that was good. But so I come out, and there's this woman. She had to be in her 70s, 80s, and she was British for whatever reason in Minnesota. Not saying British people can't, but it was
Sure.
it just added to the oddness of the.
Well,
Really?
it's the
She's like-
Midwest, man.
That is
Yeah. And she's like, I'm 70 years old and I've never seen Star Wars. So I got to help this lady who didn't get to see Star Wars in the 70s
Yeah.
see Star Wars in a packed theater and get that audience experience.
that is epic.
And that's the other thing, to go back to the other thing, is when you run out on film and you have an audience there, you get that feeling. Like there are some movies, like as much as I love the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, sitting at home watching it, it's kind of boring. When I see it in a theater with a group of people, I am just more invested in that film than anything.
And that's it, dude. There too. You make it into a group experience, and everyone just kind of loves like being together,
Right.
and has that like family vibe to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's a group of friends getting together, enjoying things. So
And the
Earl.
other thing about the theater experience is when you're in that theater, it's sense deprivation.
Yep.
All your senses are forced onto that screen, and so you're kind of forced into it. Whereas home, sure, you may be home alone, but you got a cat running around, you got a kid stomping around, you got neighbors walking around, you got
But
doorbells
there's
ringing.
something magical about
Yeah,
being
so-
in theater.
And that's what it is. Your sense deprivation, you're focused right on it, and that's why in a theater it has more of an impact.
Well,
And if other people laugh when you laugh,
Yeah.
Well,
you feel more into it.
there's some. Oh, that's my phone. I'm sorry. I'm being the bad guest host. But there is some very magical sin in the theater
yeah,
Yeah.
and
100%.
enjoying a movie at the same time.
Oh.
I know Vern's gonna try to cut me off, but I'm gonna say this. I've been to the Parkway once.
Just once.
It was during the Jay's Longhorn tribute.
Oh,
I saw my wife and I saw Curtis A live for the first time.
Yep.
That was life changing. Because I'm gonna get you so demonetized. I'm sorry. It was fucking Curtis A. And we bought the documentary. We
Helped out the
Sure.
most.
Yes.
Yes.
I was on the Parkway. A lot of things to help there. But I do gotta get things. We have another guest here.
Oh, no.
We do. But I want to say,
Can I
Earl,
pee?
it's been epic as well. Yes. Go pee
Earl-
because I gotta give some plugs here to our sponsors.
Earl, can I give you a hug?
Earl,
After the show.
this has been so epic, Earl.
So like I said, just make sure you all come out to the Parkway
Yes.
on September 20th for the Trailer-Rama Cannon Show,
Oh, we talked about it.
and October 4th for the Halloween Special.
Dude.
And with any luck, I'll soon be playing Megaforce.
Oh my God.
oh,
Oh,
really?
hell yes.
But can I say
So,
something
quick-
about the Halloween thing?
Yes.
Every day is Halloween for myself and my wife.
Well, then this will be a Halloween bonus day.
So
Like,
She wakes up disappointed.
thank you so much, Earl, for being on the show here. Real quickly, I do gotta give some special shout outs right now to people who have shared our last episodes.
Okay.
I do this every episode.
Can I go to the bathroom?
You can go to the bathroom and do the sponsorships out of the way here. So shouts right now, your next favorite movie, The Film Rage Podcast, Collateral Cinema, Shots and Applaud, Groot 2 Movies, The Podcast That Wouldn't Die, The Crime Dinner Podcast, Film Effect, Mag Pitsy Weirdo Podcast, Invasion of the Remake, Saturday Morning Podcast, Science Fiction Remnant, Critically Optimistic, Shoot the Flick, Anime Talk, Bunny 06, Film Floggers, Cheap Seat Reviews, Crime and Roses, The Chris and Christine Show, Game for a Movie Podcast, First Time Watchers, Game for a Movie Podcast, The Mallet Report, Bubbleweed, and Blood and Black Rum podcast. Special shout out right now to Uncut Gems for knowing all the movie clips you used and our opening theme. So Uncut Gems, they do a series of great episodes and retrospects on directors like John Woo and David Lynch. Dario Argento and more. They cover the Jaws sequels before, which include Orca and Alligator. They cover some great sci-fi with Species. All three, the Thing features, The Hidden, The Matrix, much more. Go to uncutgemspodcast.com. And then quick shout out here to Richard Kirkham of the Lambcast podcast. The Lambcast is the largest association of movie blogs podcast. They do a lot of great series of episodes there. So thank you, Richard. Since you're here right now, you can help us out with our quick little sponsor plug. Sure. So, as right now, Earl, have you heard about Newsly?
I have not. Please tell me more about that.
So Newsly is one of our sponsors, Newsly.me. They are an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android phone. It picks up the most trending articles on the webs on topics you choose at any moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable all in one place. Stop scrolling, start listening, and they have podcasts on there as well. We're one of them. Like I said before, go to the website, newsly.me. If you use the promo code RECALL, you will get 1 month free of the premium subscription. So check that out.
That sounds very beneficial.
And our other sponsor right now is ExpressVPN, expressvpn.com/CinemaRecallPod. So don't you hate it, Earl? Let me ask you this.
Okay, I'm
when
ready.
When you're watching something on streaming networks,
Right.
and you want to watch a show, but it's not available.
Oh my
in the
God!
US.
I cannot tell you how frustrating it is because you've studied movies so much and you're just like, okay, this leads to this film, to this film, and then you get to it like, I found it. I found where it all began. And it's like, you don't live in Japan.
Exactly.
Like, I can't move to Japan. Who do you think I am?
I'm not rich enough to move to Japan.
How
try.
can you have a solution to this problem?
I do. It's called ExpressVPN.
Uh-huh.
And what they do is that you're able to view content from other sites. So if you want to know what Netflix is in Asia, you can do that. You can do it at Hulu in the UK. And it's a secure tunnel between your computer and these other networks to make sure that you're not going to get any viruses and no one's going to fuck with your internet.
So we can stick it to the man
Stick it
and
to the
watch
man.
whatever we want.
And watch whatever you want to. So
I love it. That's why I got a region-free player.
Exactly. So expressvpn.com/CinemaRecallPod. Sign up there right now. You get 3 free months of their services. Three
not
free
one,
months.
not two, but 3.
If you use that website code,
Because you watch this, you're on this podcast. That's awesome.
it'll be on the link right there. You'll have that in the show notes there. So big shout out to our sponsors, and I think that's all I have there right now. We're gonna on the actual podcast show. We are gonna be playing and add some ad spots in here. But I'm gonna cue over to our musical guest, M.A.Y Music, M.A.Y Music. She's got a new song queued up here right now. So I'm going to go to that. And here we go.
Bye.
All right. Can you guys hear this mic? Oh, you can? Hell yeah. This next song is a love song.
That was such a fucking honor.
This is the time of our lives. We no longer have to think twice. Between our shoulders feels so nice. So let's set it on down. It's been some time. We can't find a part of it. Built our home with our hands. Of the feelings I take, our escape. I will try to hold us in place. Heart to heart can outfly by far. Finally, count of fame. It's our galaxy. To leave the earth or moon. No. As long as I've got you. Oh. A rocket ship can be on fire. At least we've got a future in mind. Oh, we've come so far, so far. I can't wait to land on Mars. 'Cause when we get there, we've got time. To fill the whole world with light. Into outer space. Earth will try to hold us in place. Our two hearts can outbreak by far. We finally caught up it's our galaxy.
I want to talk to Earl quickly here. All right.
Seriously, you're a fucking rad guitarist.
All right, Kristyn, get in here.
All right, interview
Yeah.
Kristyn. I have some questions.
Hi. First of all, thank you. Holy shit. Not only is our guest coming to the microphone a wonderful guitar player and a wonderful singer and musician, but she also got us back inside.
She's amazing.
I saved your life.
You fuck yes, you did.
Well, I didn't want to feel like the Goonies.
How do you feel? Wait, we
That's
got locked
hilarious.
out. How is that like the Goonies?
Well, the Goonies were trapped.
What? I guess.
Do you mind if I ask the first question?
Okay. I mind.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
don't worry. I can take a.
I'm literally just taking a little point of view moment here.
Don't.
Okay, cool.
Do you need a drink or something?
A beer would
Yes.
be amazing.
I will go
I
ahead.
had that like triple shot of whiskey, which is not finished.
Okay.
You know?
I like the way you operate.
Taking care of
You're
myself.
a guest, and I will grab you that.
Thank
Go
you.
Ask the question away, Vivian.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna sneak over.
Yes.
Here.
Mind you, it's a real question.
It's a real question. I want the fake
Yeah,
questions.
I'm more interested in big question
I'm
too.
sorry. I'm gonna take every opportunity to make a joke, so
Oh, don't
you
worry.
can just ignore me.
I've looked in the mirror before I left.
Yikes. Okay, I wasn't gonna go that far.
I make fun of myself a lot.
Okay, I'm ready.
May I say one thing?
Yes.
I'm a mediocre guitarist.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, though, influences.
Oh, sure. Gosh. I mean, Mars Volta is like a huge influence. Deftones are a huge influence. Also, like Alina Perez and Snow Allegra and Kali Uchis and
Fuck
like,
yeah.
just a bunch of like different types of genres. Yeah, all over the map, you know? Yeah.
From the male perspective, please don't be offended.
Okay.
A lot of people think that rock and roll is just a man's game.
No.
No,
Nah,
it's
bro.
not. No,
Nah,
no,
bro.
no.
Not at all.
No,
Yeah.
if you listen to the Runaways.
Sure. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of like women rock artists that I look up to too.
Yeah, but here's the thing though.
Thank you. That's a beer.
Mind you, last thing I want to do is fucking mansplain to you because I
Please
know.
mansplain to me how rock and roll is dominated by men.
Yeah, but we suck. Have you listened to Poison?
Poison's cool.
Not
They
really.
got a vibe. They're cool in their own, like, they're no longer cool, but they were fucking cool. Like, they were.
Yeah, back in '87.
Yeah.
No, but can I just say something as a fan and
Okay.
from one guitarist to another?
Yeah.
I love the fact that I look at you and I think like, holy shit, I need to rethink how I play. And I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah, I take that. It means like you're inspired. You want to like get down and like.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I dig that.
You're a fucking phenomenal guitarist.
Thank you.
Sorry, social media shit.
Oh,
But
you're fine. Yeah.
but I watch you play.
Here you go. Come through.
Oh, this is gonna be on the Patreon version.
Actually, well, I don't know there'll be a version coming on to our Patreon page, but it's gonna wait until tomorrow or so.
But seriously, you're a fucking awesome guitarist.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I know as a male.
What?
You don't always have to speak from the sole singular perspective of a male.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
there
but-
is a shared reality between us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's the thing though. Men are dumb.
Majority of times,
I'm not
yes.
gonna say shit.
We can be. Yeah, I understand. 100%. Yeah, we can be.
But I look at you and it's like, holy shit, like I'm inspired
That's awesome. That
and
makes me happy.
you're a fucking phenomenal guitarist.
Thank you.
So
And,
I
Vern-
first heard "Made Music" over at Bomitos.
So, and
shout out to Jer.
Jared, yeah.
Who's watching?
J-Rod.
J-Rod. Or Jer.
Jer, yeah.
But shout to him.
All three.
For inviting me out to Bomitos that night.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful that he did. He's watching right now, and he says, "Yes, Jer, I know the audio's clipping here and there. It's our first time doing these type of live shows, so it's not gonna sound perfect."
Oh, I'm
but
also like right up
thank
on
you.
the mic. Maybe I can back up.
No. I don't know. It's talking about your
don't worry, I'm
performance
a
or.
I'm a newbie.
That's okay. No.
Oh yeah, the live, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, so very just quick shout out here to seeing you at Bomitos, and I was so impressed of you playing here. So really quickly, I need just to get this out of the way. How long have you been playing for?
Oh sure. This project has not been long actually. So I've been making music for a long time myself in different like facets or levels or whatever. But this project has been all of 2022. Like I had one show in 2021 in December.
You can lean back. It's okay.
Oh.
I'll pick it. Lean a little closer.
I
but,
know it's
that's
cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's fairly new. I kind of just was like, this is like my dream project. I'm gonna make it happen.
Do you mind me? if
And just to be clear, really quick, it's May M.A.Y.
May.
dot. So it's like an acronym. So just May. Yeah, whatever.
Main music. Okay.
Yeah.
May I ask you this?
And then my Instagram is May Music. Yeah.
I'm gonna follow you.
Okay.
Yes.
Like a stalker or like
yeah, don't
don't follow. Just kidding.
don't put stuff in your mailbox and be like,
I'm a happily married man.
that's fair.
I'm just kidding, I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what?
I told you I'd be making stupid jokes.
Yeah, but
Oh.
some people look at me and they're like, "Hey, you're good looking." I'm like, "Wow, you need to have better taste."
Oh,
So I know I asked about your influences.
Yeah.
What was your first guitar?
Oh, I would love to talk about. I've actually looked online and I can't find it ever again. It was like this Les Paul knockoff called a Stargazer. My mom bought it for me. Thanks, Mom. And
Love you, Mom.
she actually bought me a guitar and a bass amp, and I learned to play. And I play with a bass amp and a guitar amp today.
Okay,
But
do you know how rad that is, though?
I mean, I actually learned with a bass amp for probably like a good year before I plugged into a guitar amp. I'm like, oh wait, this is different.
May I say something?
You may.
Seeing a woman like you,
Yeah.
and when I say woman, I don't mean it. I'm a little drunk. I'm just happy to see a fellow fucking guitarist.
yeah.
Yes.
Fucking-
Guitar
And-
music is lovely.
And you fucking kick ass.
Thank
So,
you.
how long does it take you to like program all your sounds into your board and everything? Because I noticed when
sure.
it's playing, you actually have like a drum track and like bass tracks, and you perform all that separately
Yeah.
too. And how long does it take
Your
you to put
pedal
them together?
board
So-
would make the edge blush.
Yeah. So like the pedal board is just guitar into pedal board into amps. There's 2 amps. But the backing tracks are all on Ableton in like a separate system. So
Okay.
I don't want to sneeze on camera, so I'm like pinching my nose. Yeah, so how long? I don't know. I kind of like some of it like I wrote along with the song. Like
Okay.
I was doing the backing tracks along with the song.
Sure.
Some of it I already had like pre-written. I just had to like conceptualize it and like kind of like throw it into Ableton, see how it sounded, and make adjustments. So yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes like there's a song I'll play next called Ascension where like I literally wrote the song like within like a day or two. Once I had the guitar riff, then I threw the backing tracks together, bass track, and then I have a performable song.
That is epic.
Yeah,
That's-
it is. By the way, I love your pedal board.
Yeah. I do love my pedal board as well.
It's not simple.
No. Well, I mean, honestly, it's probably more simple than it looks. The whole setup is probably more simple than it.
Well,
You put together the set here in the studio just like nothing. You were just had everything pretty much ready to go. The only time it took to get things ready was the camera rig.
Sure.
And that was about it.
Framing.
Here.
Yep.
So,
Lighting.
Epic here. So it's M.A.Y Music, M.A.Y Music on Instagram.
M.A.Y.music is my Instagram handle. But I'll tell you what, if you just go to maytheband.com, MAYtheband.com, you'll find everything. Tour dates, merch, like the whole 9 yards.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but may I ask your name again?
My actual name is Kristyn.
Oh, Kristyn.
Yes.
Not trying to be rude.
Yes.
No, I'm just shit with names.
That's Sarah.
Oh.
But seriously, your guitar playing. Oh my god.
Yeah. When I saw that, you tell me about the finger tapping. That's pretty
Yeah.
epic and amazing. I am like in
You're
awe.
doing
Yeah.
a fucking Stratocaster.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love my Strat. Yeah.
Oh,
It's my
I know.
baby.
You make that Stratocaster sound way better.
I mean, the sound is definitely modified. It's running through like crazy pedals and EQs, and then
Yeah.
my amps are EQ'd, and there's 2 amps and whatever. But like,
but you play
it's
so
all
well.
It's all
So I-
also like necessary, which is ridiculous to say because it's so much. But I also feel like it's necessary. I don't know.
Yeah.
If it means anything, I would buy your shit.
Okay.
Oh shit! Damn. Well, there you go.
I'm recording a record. It'll be out next year.
Shit. Fuck yeah.
Guess who's gonna be up there to fucking get it?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
So I really, we're
one-
getting more gear here later
One
here.
guitarist to another. I fucking love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I felt inspired
Thank
Oh,
you.
shit.
because of you.
Thank
That's
you.
epic.
Thank you.
So I wish I could keep talking about guitar stuff.
No,
I know,
let's talk about other stuff.
but I know I
Yeah.
dived into this right away, folks, and
I'm gonna
thank
get
you
the
so much
microscope
back-
off of me.
No. So our topic, as you mentioned, as I saw, if you see right there right now, talk about
Yes.
favorite concert films, bands that made concerts. I asked our guests to come up with like at least 3 or 1 movie that
Good
they
thing
were
I'm
like,
drunk right now.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Mind
I'll-
you, when it comes to her, I genuinely fucking love her tunes.
Oh, fuck yeah. So I will ask you this, since you're a music fan, do you watch a lot of music concerts? Are you not a fan of music? Do you want to actually go do you rather go to a concert than watch a concert movie, or what's the deal with that? Or-
Yeah. I don't know. I did watch. I mean, I remember like watching like a Pink Floyd live concert movie, which is like obviously incredible. It wasn't the one where they're building the bricks. It was like before that. It was like there was like a circle of lights. You know, back when that was like really high tech
I
and
remember,
like
I
new.
remember the circle. They usually
Yeah.
have the circle for a
Yeah.
lot of their concerts. In
Yeah.
Pink Floyd.
Are you talking about the wall?
No,
Not the wall. No, it was before that, and that was pretty cool. I would watch that a ton. But like, I was gonna bring up something that was like not a movie.
oh sure. What did that
But,
be a movie? No, that's perfect.
There is a series. It's like 9 1-hour videos of Justin Timberlake's the making of his first record. No, it's incredible. So it starts with like being on the plane, and then like by like episode 7 or like 7 hours into it, you're like in the studio with there's like Pharrell, and they're just doing take over take, and they're just grinding it out, and you're just a fly on the wall, and you're just seeing what real grind looks like, and you're just like, this is them at work. Like
That's an epic thing.
you get to see the iceberg beneath the water, you know? It's incredible.
It's fascinating to see the process of how a record comes together, even if it's not.
I mean, like a commercial fucking huge record, and there
Yeah.
they are in the studio just making it happen. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
And
but
regardless if you feel about, Justin Timberlake, first of all, I think he's a great comedic actor. You've seen his stuff on Saturday Night Live; it's epic, and
Also
I think
true.
a
Wait.
lot of his music is fun as
I'm
well.
a dick in a box.
You see,
Sorry.
oh yes,
I'm sorry, but I thought you said Bieber.
No, Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. I wanted to watch Justin Bieber's like live performance in 3D. I heard it was really good. Like back in like
know what?
06 or something when it came out.
I will say this:
I was drunk when I watched it.
Okay.
I will admit this
shocked.
I will admit this right now. I did go pay to
I
see
take that as a compliment.
What did you pay to see?
the Katy Perry movie. Piece of me.
Oh, I wanted to see that too.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the clip of that where she's like crying her eyes out just before she goes on stage, and then she just like puts on a happy face, and then she's on stage. It's like,
But keep in mind,
Damn.
I paid $2 to see it at a theater, and yeah,
was it worth $2?
it was fun. It was fine.
It's 200 cents. You
You
know.
know, she's a beautiful lady, and I didn't mind that. So it was fun. Yeah.
Burn.
I am a tiger. That's all I got.
Roar.
I'm not gonna lie.
gonna hit
I have a soft spot for California girls.
Yeah.
Oh,
see?
yeah,
Don't know
she's the
that.
best. She's the best.
No,
And that's the thing is like I also love I love top 40 music. Like I love all that shit. Like it's awesome.
Yeah,
you know?
see?
I love the monkeys.
Monkeys are good stuff.
I'm not that familiar with the Monkeys. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Oh wow, my age is showing.
yes. fair.
Honestly, our age is showing in general because Katy Perry is not really top 40 that much anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
So
yeah.
like
That was back in
we're talking like
2000.
2000 like 10, 8.
Yeah,
Kiss the girl,
and I like it.
So
Hell yeah.
I liked her back. I liked her back when that movie came out. It was huge. That was Katy Perry at her like pinnacle best. And
Sure.
now not the same way anymore. So it's kind of fun to see that.
Yeah, after she played the Super Bowl, she really fizzled out. Just kidding.
At the time,
It's amazing
kidding.
It's amazing what a dancing shark would do.
so that kind of brings me. So I've got 3 on my list. I don't know if you have 3 on you, but I'll mention my number 3 right now. if
Okay,
That's all right.
what's your
So
3? I want to know.
My number 3 right now is Madonna Truth or Dare.
Boo!
Madonna, Truth or Dare.
But
Okay.
here's why I'm saying this right now. What I like about this movie is that it shows Madonna at her professional best.
Yep.
And she put on a great show. It's great showmanship. But it also shows what egotistical bitch she was.
I'm here to take notes. I'm literally taking notes
It's a
right
documentary came out in 1992 by
May I
Alex.
say something?
now. I don't know.
Can you?
Vern.
I love it. It shows how vapid and shallow she is, but shows what a great performance artist she is. And I love that shows both parts of that.
Vern and I.
Okay.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
here's the thing, though. Madonna. I love Burning Up.
I love Burn Up's a great song.
I
think after her Ray of Light CD, then she kind of fell in lateness for me. I think that's the last good CD she made was Ray of Light.
Okay.
But I do have one question.
Okay.
When we drop you off, can you do me a favor?
What's that?
And I feel like
I just got home and I feel
like I just got home and I feel.
Yeah. Jonas Ackerlund directed that music video, and that's a great. He
Who
also
the fuck is that?
Jonas Ackerlund. He directed Prodigy "Smack My Bitch Up" video.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. That video is so iconic.
Yes, very much so. He also directed that. He directed the movie with Brittany Murphy and the guy
Rest in
from
peace.
Rushmore, Jason Schwartzman.
Oh, sure.
That I think it was
There was
called.
a music video with them?
No, he directed a movie. I think it was
Oh.
called like Speed, or a movie with him. It had Mickey Rourke and it had to do like meth heads living
so
there. So that was Jones Ackerlund.
anyway, what's your number 2?
Well, then my number 2, and this would be kind of a
Taking notes.
It's gonna be kind of a controversial pick. I had to go back and forth on this, but I'm choosing Dave Chappelle's Block Party. And
The Roots played.
Yep, the Roots
Oh,
played.
I didn't even know that existed.
The
Yeah.
the Fugees, Common, Jill Scott, Erica Badu. So-
Yeah, but was Lauryn Hill part of the Fugees?
yes, she was.
But did she play?
She did. Because they had a fallen out and they reunited for this concert. And it was so kind of cool to see. You see these bands at the top of their game.
Yeah.
It was directed by Michel Gondry, who
Oh,
directed,
shit.
He directed Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
And how many White Stripes videos?
many Western videos.
wow.
That Fell in Love with the Girl video. Michel Gondry did that with the Legos.
That
and-
Leaves Underground?
Yep, yeah. The Daft Punk Around the World video. he
Yes,
did that
which
as
we
well.
talked about earlier.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
yeah.
So Dave Chappelle put together like this block party in New York and had a whole bunch of these bands show up, and it was very kind of cool.
He always had a musical guest.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He's super musical.
And
Yeah.
this back when like even Kanye West had a good song because he performs a song with a marching band,
Oh, crazy.
and it's very.
That's so cool.
What I love about and I was switching between this one and Summer of Soul, the Questlove documentary
I
did
have not seen that yet.
about the Harlem Culture Festival. And I almost put that in my number 2 spot, but the reason why I put this one ahead of it is because when you watch Summer of Soul, it plays a little snippet of a song, but it's like the first part, and then it cuts to interview. And then it
Okay.
cuts back to, and I'm like, oh, I want to hear the whole song, not just the intro. And I hate when music documentaries or concerts do this.
Yeah.
When they play just like a small section
Okay.
of a song,
Right. Yeah.
and then it cuts to interviews,
And then they cut away.
and cut back to the song. But can you just play the whole song and then do the interviews after the song?
Right.
I want to hear the music. And what I love best about the Dave Chappelle Block Party is that it plays the whole song a lot of time. At least give me at least the first verse and chorus before you cut away. Don't cut to the interviews during the middle
Right.
of the song.
Right.
Well, okay, may I say something?
I'm not sure anymore.
Oh,
sure.
no.
I'm not sure either, but yes, please do, Vivian.
So, did you name your 3, or do you want me to name my 3?
Do you have any ones at all?
I think what my problem was like, there's a lot of bands that I wish
Yes.
had.
Oh
like,
my
live.
God!
Like I
Yes.
think there's a bigger list of bands that don't have one than there
Okay.
are of like artists or acts that do have one. So like,
Well, can I do my number one real quickly?
Yeah.
For my favorite concert movie, and then
Yeah.
we'll get to your. So
Yeah.
my number
Of
one
course.
favorite concert movie is Talking Heads Stop Making Sense.
Predictable.
that's a legendary one. I haven't seen it, but I've obviously heard of it.
Directed
for
by
sure.
Jonathan Demme and photographed by Tak Fujimoto, who shot he shot all of his features. So from Silence of the Lambs and Married to the Mob. And
And he shot a Talking Heads live.
Yep.
Wow.
Also,
Crazy.
when they do This Must Be the Place and you see David Byrne dancing with a lap.
the Leighton for that one is absolutely great because what I love about that, because it just starts off with David Byrne and a guitar and a boombox, and he's doing Psycho Killer,
I've seen that clip before.
and the set's being built. And soon you'll see the bass player come on.
Right.
And then the drummer. So they're kind of building it around. And they shot it between, I think, like 2 concert features that were happening, and they just
No,
filmed it
it
live.
was just one.
It was a combination of 2. 2 concert features that were filmed
Wait,
for that.
how drunk was I
Oh,
when we watched
interesting.
it?
Okay.
I'm not sure, but yeah, there's like just 2 separate concert features, but they seamlessly put them together, so it just feels like one large concert.
Yeah, but when they did This Must Be the Place.
The Lambert, I agree, but I love the fact that they had the Tom Tom Club doing "Genius of Love," and they're like, "Oh, the beat with the beat just goes, the beat just go."
I feel like I am the worst. Like, there are so many songs that I would obviously recognize, but like if you were to like name it or title
All right,
it,
you know,
but I know that song.
you know Mary.
Bum, bum,
Yes,
bum, bum, bum.
yeah, Mariah Carey's
Absolutely.
she did a song there too that was
Yeah, she
featured
sampled
on.
it.
She sampled it on.
That's probably why I know it.
I think it was like Heartbreaker. It was on the Free
Yeah,
soundtrack.
and it was off of Heartbreaker.
Yeah, Heartbreaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was
Yes,
Heartbreaker.
yeah, it was Heartbreaker. Thank you, George. Yes, it was featured in the Free Guy movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, I
and
didn't
Jodie
see that
Comer.
one yet.
Oh, okay. It was
Yeah.
a big part of the plot there.
Yeah.
It's actually really good, but
No, I heard it was good. My parents liked it, so like.
well, Ryan Reynolds.
and I love Ryan Reynolds.
He's a pretty man.
Yeah, it's got
Oh, of
it's got my
course.
crush Jodie Comer in there, which I love from Killing Eve.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Vern has a lot of crushes.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
One of them might be me.
No. I love you, bro, but no crush. All right. But I'm sorry, now we want to get into about conversations
Yeah.
on artists that you feel. I've got one that should have a concert
What
documentary,
about my top
but- Oh,
three?
you have a top 3?
You gotta get a
please.
top 3.
Top 3
of ones that already exist.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Do it,
Ignore
Vivian.
me.
No, Vivian, I'm sorry, man. Do it, buddy.
Okay, top 3.
Yeah.
Bauhaus live in Brooklyn,
Okay.
because it's also partly a documentary. Oh, she's fucking. She's
I'm taking notes right now.
Yeah.
yes,
Live in Brooklyn.
yes, or New York.
Brooklyn. Okay.
I'm what you call drunk right now.
No sleep till.
Brooklyn.
Okay, go. Bauhaus, Brooklyn. Okay.
Christian Death '93 reunion.
Christian Death, 93 Union. Okay.
Because they're okay. Can I go back to Bauhaus?
Okay.
Okay, so the concert starts out with Peter Murphy in front of a TV screen,
Okay.
and I dare you to be real, and he's just like staring at the camera. That and my high point of that movie, Daniel Ash looking at Peter and going, "Here you go, darling. Here's a cigarette."
Okay. Very cool.
The Christian Death, reason why it's number 2, it's the actual original band from 1982.
Okay.
Rick, well, the bassist is different. It's Kiss of Chaos. But other than that, it's the rest of the original band performing their entirety of their 1982 album, Only Through Pain.
Okay.
Trust me, it's actually worth watching. My number one.
I thought you
Well,
had
well,
this.
yeah.
I thought you had this locked and loaded. You're undecided.
Well, this is this is what happens when you're talking to a functional drunk.
I do have one, by the way. I thought of one that I have seen, and I'm a very
You
fan
go
of.
first.
No. You're number one.
Yeah,
I
no,
want to
you're
know your
number
number.
one.
Unless you need to decide, I can buy you some time if you have
Yes.
to decide.
Honestly, I'm just here typing, and it's
Sorry, by the way.
bothering me.
Sorry about that. That's my bad. That might be typing.
You make me feel like Charlie Sheen.
Oh shit. Sorry.
I'm winning. My number one would probably be.
Numero uno.
I'm sorry.
Prince.
Oh, depends on.
Is it the Sound of the Times?
That is a concert movie.
Yeah.
But it's also not.
Okay.
Decline of the Western Civilization.
Yes, Penelope Spears documentary. That is a great choice.
But it counts as a concert movie.
It does 100%, much more than her part two. I love the film. I know most people will familiarize themselves with Penelope Spears from her Wayne's World or her Little Rascal movie. that
I
she did.
watched a Little Rascal
Yeah,
movie.
I remember
I
that
did
movie.
watch that movie as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure
so-
did.
She also did Black Sheep with Chris Farley and David Spade.
Yes. But yeah, Decline of the Western Civilization Part 1. Is it weird if I say that movie made me feel better about myself?
Well, yeah.
I'm a bit of a slob, and I look at Derby Crash and it's like, wow, all right.
Like my situation doesn't seem so bad now. I feel pretty good about myself now.
Yeah, but you know I pass out in weird spots.
Oh, yeah.
There may have been a goat licking my taint. I don't know.
Oh, wow. A different party there, folks. I didn't realize
Those
that.
are words that you said out loud.
Yes.
Those are
Ghost and Taint, which is the name of one of our songs that we did for Scale of None.
That should
What's
be the punk band name, Goat Taint.
Goat Taint, yes.
Yeah, that's a punk band name.
I love that.
Yep.
That's epic.
You just gotta come up with like the craziest, most raunchiest punk band names.
Yes.
Oh,
Ball slap. Ball
Not
slap
to
and
like
Ghost Pip.
derail.
Oh, yeah.
I do actually have two.
You have two. Okay.
So, okay.
Yes, do this.
During the pandemic,
Yes.
as a lot of artists did, they did this like they couldn't perform, so they did like a live streaming thing.
Yeah.
There's an artist called Joji, who I fucking love, and he did this awesome live stream of his music where he has a song called Run. I don't know if it was the entire song, but like for the majority of the song, he's actually on the treadmill running.
Really?
And he was like, it was just this very well orchestrated, like elaborate set where he was doing like, he like sat in like a dunk tank and
Yeah?
while he's singing, and somebody was like throwing balls to try to get him to fall into the water. And like, it's this crazy shit. Like, I'm not even doing it justice by describing it, but
I
it was extremely entertaining.
please,
I gotta find this out later on. That's
please,
epic.
please. Words are hard. I just want to make sure that the taco truck is still out back there because
Damn.
Tacos.
Tacos.
I need food.
Anybody who knows me, tacos.
That's the key to your heart right there. Some tacos. Fair enough.
May,
Easy.
Yes.
may I buy you a taco if it's still out there?
I will not deny tacos in my life.
No
Who
incriminating
the
tacos
fuck am
there.
I to deny tacos?
So
Reason why I'm asking.
Because you're hungry?
Well, that and you're
Yes.
awesome guitarist.
and you're a guest, and that would be a nice thing to do. Yes.
And
Yes,
no,
yes,
like
I
seriously,
appreciate
I love your playing.
Yes. So You mentioned about the one artist run a treadmill. What's the name again that you?
Joji.
Joji.
He's a part of like the crew 88 Rising.
All right.
Which is an awesome crew of like musicians, artists.
Joji.
But Joji's he's incredible.
Was there?
He's playing soon in the area actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was there another artist? Do you think that he should have his own documentary about him or concert film? Or
There is another one that I saw. Just like super typical, but Post Malone when he released his record, his new record, 10 Carat Toothache or whatever.
Sure.
He also did like an album. He did this like performance in Meta,
Yeah.
which I didn't see the whole thing of, but all the videos I saw from it was like bonkers and super inspiring. He also did this like listening party live stream as well. And apparently he just played in the cities here and like fucking killed it too. So that was really seeing those clips and seeing all the stuff from that was like also really inspiring and really cool. I love the whole like streaming, like a live stream of like a set and there's a narrative and the camera moves along with it and they explore and it's like not like a typical live concert, but it's still like a live performance.
Sure.
I don't know. It's really very modern, but very cool.
It kind of just shows you all the aspects of how it is to put a concert together. I know you were talking about Pink Floyd earlier.
Yes.
And yes, I would love to see an actual professional concert film of The Wall.
So I was gonna say like the Wall one would be fucking cool, but like the one band I wish there was, and this is super like like edgelord whatever, but like I wish Tool had a live, like a very filmic theatrical live concert video.
Sure.
I think they could really do something because their live concerts are such a visual experience anyway that like how cool would that be? I don't know.
I could picture someone like even David Cronenberg or
Sure.
Lynch or something like that to shoot that. I know that David Lynch, he did shoot a Duran Duran concert film.
I did not know that.
And it would be very cool if David Lynch would just shoot the band instead of cutting to footage that he shot separately. If it was just footage of the band and him working the set designs of the Leighton, it would be absolutely
if he had more control over that stuff.
Well,
like
I think he had too much control over it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
I get it.
that kind of took away from the songs because you watch the song, then you go cut to a clip or something. I was like, oh, that's a David Lynch movie.
We were watching a live band. Why'd you take away?
I'm
or
like,
whatever,
I want to see Duran Duran. I want to see your take on shoot to the band. You can do what you have in your camera, David Lynch.
Right.
But don't cut to other things outside of the band. I want to see just the band. That's what people are paying for. And you can do things like that. That's why I go back to Talking Heads Stop Making Sense because, you can tell it's Jonathan Demme directing it with the Leighton that he used from Takeshi Fujimoto and other things. But he never cuts away from the band. It's the band themselves doing that.
Interesting.
And the only band that I want to see a film about that hasn't had one yet, because me and Ashley saw Haim at the Armory not too long ago.
Okay.
And a lot of their songs are directed by a guy who made Boogie Nights and Magnolia. Right now, the Region's coming right now, and I don't know why. I just did a God damn it, why am I thinking this right now? Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Why am I blanking on his name right now? And I just covered this
pressure.
guy. No, I know.
The pressure.
No, all the pressure right there. This is totally cool. Phantom. I mean, all the movies right now. Phantom Thread, Magnolia. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah,
Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, PTA.
Absolutely.
So Paul Thomas Anderson directed a whole bunch of music videos for Haim. And if I could see one concert movie, it would be directed by him with those.
What would he do? That would be very? I bet he'd play it like super straight.
Because here's the thing too, he filmed Alana Hain for that film Licorice Pizza.
Oh, okay, I saw that in theaters. It was incredible.
She was the main girl, and her sisters were in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Her mom and dad were in that movie.
Okay, interesting.
So, because
Damn,
I guess
okay.
The Haim's mother used to teach art, and she was Paul Thomas Anderson's art teacher, like a long time ago.
It's like all connected.
Yeah, so they became like good friends together. I'm thinking, oh well, you would be a great choice to direct a concert movie because you've been friends with that
That's
family.
right. She
for-
was in a band. That's right. Fuck. That's
yeah.
right.
And so it'd be just a cool thing to see that, and I would actually really enjoy just that element. Also, I really want to see a concert movie of Daft Punk.
Oh my gosh. They should have really done that. They never toured Random Access Memories. They never toured it.
Oh, they didn't. No, it's
They
right.
never toured it. They
last-
put it out. It was the album of the summer. It was the album for like multiple summers, and they never went on tour after that.
They
Like,
could have had so many great guest musicians on there. Not the ones they just had on the record, but other ones that were coming to the fold with that.
they
would
played
be-
the Grammys.
Yep,
That was it.
that was it.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
But I remember, they had their live concert where they mashed like Discovery Homework.
Alive 2007. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah.
And I
Yep.
thought that was a great little mashup of all the albums, and just to bring the Random Access Memories together, which has been just absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, that
cool.
record's probably the best engineered record ever made.
Yeah.
That's not a hot take.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, that would be a perfect one. I'm seeing the Mars Volta in October in Milwaukee.
Yeah?
And they are also a band. I wish there was like a live. I almost want to say live DVD because that's just like the whatever, but like a live like film whatever of them as well.
yeah.
Yeah, because they've changed everything. They changed all music. Are you familiar at all, or
I know of the Mars Volta.
yeah, their
but
existence?
I'm not
Yeah,
super familiar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
no, it's
No.
when I first heard them as like a 17, 16-year-old, I was like, this sucks. What is this high pitched voice and whatever? And then something clicked, and I'm like, this band is revolutionary.
Is it
I
mostly
loved
like-
them ever since.
Is it kind of like when you're a kid, you don't like your vegetable a certain time, and then when you get
Right.
older, you're like, oh, this
and
tastes
now I
pretty
fucking
good.
love veggies.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
you know, yeah.
100%. Yeah,
And that's-
probably.
Maybe as you get older, your ears just start to hear things a little bit different or better.
That's
I'm not
funny.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Norman, for giving me that quick shout out right there. Thank you, Norman, for mentioning no PTA. I'm reading your comments. Liz, thank you very much.
Hey,
Appreciate that. Jared,
Hi,
thank you very
everybody.
much for watching. I love that. No, Robert, thank you very much, Robert. Thank you very much for watching our show. Yes, and I'm gonna totally blank right now. Hold on here. That's why I got Twitter up here, folks. Here because I am terrible at like remembering people's things and their names on here. But yes. We're getting to the point now where we've been running for 2 hours right now. We mentioned about our top favorite music concert films. Is there like a local artist that you feel like should have besides the one you mentioned before? Should have a
sure. I've only been playing in the area here in Minneapolis, St. Paul for like, 8 months now or 9
Yeah.
months now, September. So like 9 months. I've met so many good artists in the area. Yeah, I mean, like, I fucking love War Cake. If anybody knows who War Cake is.
Horror Cake?
War Cake.
Oh, War Cake.
Duo, bass, drums. Just, that's it. Bass, drums, bassist, vocals. And yeah, they're badass. Yeah, there's so many though. Fucking Natalie Fiddler and Lazenlow and fucking, I mean, there's so many good. I'm like blanking right now. Big Salt, like fucking, dude, Whiskey Rock and Roll Club. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Like, I love this city. I'm happy here
Oh,
for sure. The people are great.
I'll give a shout right now to the Stonedist. They're a great band. They actually were in a movie. They were in Troma's Return to Nukem High Volume 1. Trauma movie.
Okay.
Very, very cool. There's a band there. Shout out to Mommy Says No. Shout out to Fuzzy Machete. They're a great little nerdcore rock band. Small shout out to the Von Tramps as well. They're good.
Von Tramps,
Von
yeah.
Tramps, yep.
Yeah.
You know about them.
Hell yeah.
I want to say the trendy, they're not around anymore, but I kind of miss the trendy Space Vegans.
I have not heard of them. Yeah.
Their bass player is just a saxophone player.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty epic.
Okay.
So
okay.
I did that very much.
That's crazy.
And then yeah, I'm pretty sure there's. The other band I want to mention right now, Snailmate.
I
is another
love
one.
Snail. Okay, I have a story about Snailmate.
Okay.
I played my personal worst show I've ever played in LA was Snailmate back in like 2018 in like the heart of downtown Los Angeles. And it was this like little club. It was like half full, whatever. No engineer though. You had to like engineer your own shit. It was just me and my guitar. I didn't have the whole setup here. I didn't have backing tracks or anything. It was just like this bluesy little whatever.
Sure.
And my string broke and like I bombed and like whatever. And then Snailmate came on stage and saved the day.
Fuck yes.
And then they just played recently and I missed them. And I had to reach out and be like, homies, I'm sorry. Like, do you remember in LA, whatever. Yeah, Snailmate's great. They're so badass.
I'm glad they help you out with that. The Black Widows.
Okay.
They're a fun little blues rock band. And I know there's like one other band, and I'm gonna remember this right when I get home. And I apologize, I'm not mentioning their name now because it's off the top. I can't remember the shit off the top of my head. And I know it's one of those things here that after I get home, I have my notes prepared for other things on the show.
Sure.
But just not that. Okay.
Okay.
So yes. So that's it right now. So first of all, Kristyn, I want to say
Yeah.
thank you.
Laverne.
Kristyn,
Thank you.
M.A.Y. Music
Thank
is your
you.
band. You've just been fucking epic and
Thank
amazing.
you. I appreciate that.
I
This
love
is awesome.
everything that you have played for us. This has been amazing. I'm not quite sure, but I think you only did the 2 songs.
Yeah, I got one more, right?
You got one more song to
Yeah?
do.
Okay.
Are you ready to do that song?
Fuck it. Let's do it.
All right.
Fuck it. We're live.
Before we go, we're gonna close out the song with your music right here, but I do have to give a quick shout out right now to all of our Patreon supporters. So, first of all,
Patronage.
thank you, Robbie. His podcast is Conversation with Robbie Sherman. So thank you, Robbie, for watching the show. Appreciate it very much. But I do gotta give a shout out to all of our wonderful Patreon supporters. Again, patreon.com/CinemaRecallPod. This weekly episode ahead of time. You'll get bonus episodes ahead of everyone else. So quick shout right now, if I can get my notes here right. Okay, so shout right now, Chris Revel of Let's Chat with Chris Revel. Thank you very much, Chris. Jason Soto from Rabbit Hole Podcast. Thank you very much, Jason. Linda Castro from Bed Knobs and Broomflits. Thank you very much, Linda, for supporting us. Donnie Roberts, the author of the Deep Sea Anthologies. Thank you very much, Donnie. Formerly of Cage's Kiss and Videorama Pod. Matt and Ashley from Mashley at the Movies. Jeanette Makenham from AKA Jeanette. And lastly, Harvey Andrus, who is a guitar player for the band me and Ashley are in called Your Ex-Girlfriend. We do No Doubt songs, so thank you very much, Harvey. I think I have everyone there, so Chris, Jason, Linda, Donnie, Matt, Jeanette, Harvey. That's 7. Okay, those are Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting us. Ashley and I will be attending Crypticon this weekend from September 17th and the 18th. I believe it's in... we'll bring out links right there, I promise you. But that's happening. I know it's in Plymouth, Minnesota, at one of the hotels there. Keep watch of our Instagram and our website, cinemarecalls.net. Our Facebook group is called Crack Cinema Recalls Awesome Cinematic Club with a K. I'll put info on there as well. Big shout out here.
Yeah.
Kristyn, M.A.Y Music. Will you come back to our show and just
I'd
talk
love
shit with
to.
us? Would that
Yeah,
be cool?
That'd be badass.
That'd be badass.
I'm so down.
All right.
This is fun.
So she's going to play one more song
Yeah.
for you, and that's how we're going to close out the show. But thank you, everyone, for checking out this special bonus live episode of Cinema Recall.
Let's go.
Oh, fuck yeah. So
We can go with that. I can't freestyle. I can beatbox. And my name is Kristyn, and I'm gonna listen.
oh, damn, girl,
No, not damn.
damn. Oh, you got rhymes.
I know I don't.
Yeah, rhymes. All right. Play your music right there.
Okay.
We're gonna go to Kristyn.
Okay.
Music.
Thanks, everybody.
Play another song. Also, shout out to our co-host Vivian, where I don't know where he went to right now. Probably went to smoke, but thanks for having him be on the show, and love you all very much. Here's Kristyn.
He went to sleep.
He did?
He went to sleep.
Sleepy time.
There's a fire. Don't run. Leave one by one. I'm not a liar. Come with me. We don't have long. Keep your heads up and follow me to the street. From our window, I can't see one foot in front of me. On the ocean, there's receding. I'm signs of their speech. Let's take a picture. You can read. I wish you were here with me. Once this time for me, should we be married? I think we should leave, baby, from the street for the trees. We're gonna die, aren't we? I can't describe the feeling. Why should I endure all this suffering?
Thank you.
Ow! M.A.Y music. Follow on Instagram.
Y.music. MAYtheband.com. That's it.
Epic.
Epic.
Thank
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my god. Fucking thank you so much. That was absolutely
Thank
epic.
you.
Please support her. Support local artists as well. Hi, I'm just saying here quickly. Yes, I think I forgot to mention our Cinema Recall's Twitter handle, Cinema Recall. At cinema_recall. Yes, but go to our website, cinemarecall.net. Patreon users, you're going to get this episode this weekend. So go to patreon.com/cinemarecallpod. You'll get the actual audio episode there. And then it'll post to our main feed page on our website this coming Monday. Please let us know feedback. I want to do more of these. If you are a band or musician that wants to come play at Conduit Sound Studio, big shout out to Jim, Ted, Seth, everyone here at Conduit Sound Studios. They got a great space here. Thank you for the whiskey. Thank you for the beer. Big shout out to my co-host Vivian the Kid, aka Jordan. Jesse is around here somewhere. I don't know where he went out to, but we'll find him. Big love to my co-host Ashley Urach, who couldn't be here today, but I hope she's doing well. We'll be back here another time. Come find us at the CryptoCon happening this weekend, I believe in Plymouth, Minnesota. Tell us, you have new shows coming up?
So I have a show. I have a lot of shows. M.A.Y theband.com. My next show, I'm implementing a new live element, and I'm also going to have merch for the first time. Very special gift. Very personalized. It's not just the logo. It's not just a t-shirt. It's a little gift bag for anybody who comes and donates. So trying to get my record funded. And here's a little gift if anybody wants to help.
That's epic. Oh, love it so much. But peace out, everyone. Thank you. Oh, I forgot. Thank you for watching and listening, everybody. Cinema Recall podcast. We'll be back again some other time. I love you all. Laters. All right, now the difficult part that I gotta do on my end is trying to end this on here. All right. All right.